All right, welcome back. It's week 3. Repeat after me. We will not be as bad as last week with our bets. Now, my whole entire Google podcast, my spreadsheet that I have, just crapped out on me. It literally deleted it all. But um, I believe we are 5-13 with betting. It's gonna get better. Hey, I promise. I like this card a whole lot better than the last one. But look, I think there's a lot of good bets out there. I think a lot of public teams this week. A lot of teams that are being bet like heavily favored, right? So hey, let's get through it. Let's just go through the games, all the spreads. I'm gonna try to do this somewhat quick because I got Michigan playing at 3:30, and I want to see our team lose with another quarterback. So all right, and let's start off with the New York Giants plus 6.5 at the Cleveland Browns. The over/under is at an astonishing 38.5. You're seeing a lot of low totals, and I heard I heard someone say that there's about like, I think it was like 30 less passing touchdowns in 2 weeks than last year. I I think scoring is down just as a general kind of statement here, and I don't know why, but Giants. Do we have a kicker? Do we have a kicker this week? I don't know. Last week your your kicker had a groin injury, and you trotted him out there, and then he said his hamstring hurt, and it's like it's all correlated. It's all the same thing, right? So Giants are the first team in NFL history to score 3 touchdowns and hold their opponent to 0 touchdowns and lose. So again, they got 7 field goals scoring on them. Now they're taking on the Browns. If I had to play this game, I lean Giants strictly because I still can't trust Deshaun Watson after like one win. And look, the public is on the Browns. I mean, Deshaun Watson is 5-10 against the spread of a field goal or more since 2019. So my lean would be Giants, but again, I wouldn't play this with real money. I would don't do this, guys. If you have a bonus bet and you need to play it, sure, go ahead, but please don't play this game. Next game, the Bears plus 1.5 at the Indianapolis Colts. Overs unders at 43.5. And I'm leaning the under here. Look, I mean, the Bears have a good defense. They have a top 10 defense. The only problem is the Colts defense is not that good, but Caleb is struggling. And you have basically you have 2 rookie QBs, right? Let's be real. AR is still figuring it out. You see the 70-yard bomb touchdown play, which was extremely impressive. But then you see the rest of the game, and he's average. Receivers dropping balls. He can't hit people. Stuff like that. Again, Caleb's not looking as good. He's gonna pick it up eventually, but I don't think he's looking as good right now. And I wonder if you can find a 44.5 for this. I am going to play the under because I think it'll be 2 struggling QBs against each other. If you can find 44.5, if you search around, go ahead, do that. That's what I would do for sure. But I'm going to play the under at minus. It's only minus 105, so. But yeah, I'm going to play the under. Look, I think this is a tight game the whole way, and I just don't think there's going to be a whole ton of scoring here. And also, Bears can't run the ball, so maybe they can get something going against the Colts. But with that being said, I mean, both the QBs are struggling. Pittman might be out too as well, so that will be also something big to look out. All right, this is the dog shit line of the week. Texans minus, it is now 1.5 at the Vikings. All right, let's think about this. So originally you think, oh, Texans good team, Vikings kind of good team, but why is it 1.5? And again, okay, this is the bet of the week. This is the bet of the week. I said this last week with the Packers, and I was scared to play them, and I'm not scared to play them this week, guys, with the Vikings. This is drunk Joe and Steve at the sports book. You're telling me I get the Texans? I get the Texans only laying 1.5 against the Vikings? That team sucks. I can't explain it either, guys, but you know what? We're betting the Vikings, boys. We are betting the Vikings. Look, the entire universe is betting against the Vikings right now. It's all Texans. Again, line looks way too close. Will Addison play? I'm not sure. JJ said he will play. He said he's good. Said his quad is fine. Awesome. I hate backing Sam Darnold, but I have to. I have to. I lean the under as well here, but both defenses are very good through 2 weeks. Again, Texans I think is legit. The Vikings O line is not bad. Hey, but look, their Vikings defense over the past couple weeks has been good. I mean, Brian Flores has been scheming stuff up to where they're actually like holding teams to reasonable points. I thought this defense was gonna be terrible, but they're holding their own. So I mean, look, that's pretty good for them. If they can hold their own kind against DJ Stroud, I I have to do this. I have to do it. I have to bet the Vikings. Nobody wants to bet the Vikings, and it just looks fishy. It's reverse line movement. It means more people betting on the Texans. But the line is going the other way. Weird, and we're just gonna do it. We have to do it. I'm thinking about playing the under. I'm talking myself into an under. We're gonna play the under. 45.5. Under 45.5. So underplay, Vikings play. Awesome. Okay. Next game. I'm not totally sure what to feel about the Saints anymore. Like, I thought they would be a bottom 5 team this year. Genuinely thought. But look, they're the Eagles are plus 2.5 against the Saints, and the Saints are favored by 2.5. Over under is 49.5. Holy crap. But with that being said, like, I don't know. Again, the Saints have been able to keep Derek Carr very, very, very protected, and that's something that we didn't really expect. They don't have a good offensive line when it comes to names. And again, the Eagles have a lot of good names on their defensive line, but apparently they've not been getting pressure. They haven't really been getting pressure at all. And again, the public's all over the Saints. If I had to make a lean here, I would probably go Eagles. That's what I would do because again, everybody's betting on the Saints. And again, we don't like betting on public teams because again, sportsbooks are not here. Sportsbooks are not here to make to lose money. Unfortunately, is this a spot where is this a up down spot for the Panthers? Look, they look really good. Their offense is going good. All that stuff like that. The Eagles just lost because Saquon has Legos for hands, and now they have to go to the Dome and play. It's gonna be loud, and I don't know. I think this is a sit on your couch and watch game. I'm curious, but I'm curious to see if the Saints are real. I mean, I thought Derek Carr was gonna be good last year, and the year before, and he was kind of not. But I'm very interested. I really am. Next game. Oh, we're gonna play this. You already know this my favorite. This might be my favorite team to bet on all times. And that team is the Steelers because the Chargers are plus 2.5 at Pittsburgh Steelers. Home, Mike Tomlin at home. Okay. Here, let me let you in on something. You have a new defensive coordinator in Jesse Minter at the Chargers. Yes, Michigan was cheating. Yes, I understand that. These defenses combined have allowed 2 touchdowns all year. Yes, and now I know the Chargers played the Panthers and they blow, but they have allowed 2 touchdowns all year. The over/under is 35.5. We are playing under. We're playing the Steelers and we're playing the under. Look, I think Harbaugh kind of wants to play Steelers football a little bit, where it's a lot of pound the rock, rely on the defense. Punting's okay. But with that being said, I think Fields is getting more comfortable. I think Pickens is, again, I think he's a certified dog. I know the Steelers just lost an offensive they lost one of their tackles. I forget if it was left or right. I forget, and it's probably important. But look, the point is, I believe in the Steelers. I don't think the Chargers are that good this year. Herbert is not mobile, and it said he had a high ankle sprain, and he's like gonna play against the Steelers. I'm like, dude, you're asking to die. Like you're gonna turn into a telephone pole against the Steelers. I've seen TJ Watt blow up games left and right every week. The last 2 weeks, he's been blowing people up. So we're going Steelers, and we're going the under because we're just betting Steelers unders like it's Iowa football, baby. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So if this over under was 28, I would bet the under. I think it's gonna be like 14-10. Like I think that's gonna be an ugly game. Next game is Broncos at Bucks. Everyone and their mom is betting on the Bucks. The over under is 40.5. And no, we're not doing this. We are not doing this game because rookie quarterback on the road. Now I will say though, if I had to lean aside, it would be Broncos because look, Vita Vea is questionable. Elijah Chancey's questionable. Their whole secondary's out. But I can't put my money. I can't put my money on the Broncos. And look, here's a secret from last week, right? Tampa beat the Lions, right? I watched the whole game. I watched every play. Tampa beat the Lions, and although they beat the Lions, they only had 219 yards of offense. Okay, look, I think Baker is very good. I think he's a little bit overhyped right now. And they got dominated through that whole second half. They got dominated. And look, Lions ran the ball up and down the field on that team. They just couldn't score. They were 1 for 7 in the red zone. The Lions just lost that game. The Bucs didn't win that game. The Lions lost that game. I would lean Broncos. I almost want to play Broncos, but dude, just like Bo Nix, like I don't know. I don't want to put my hard-earned money on that. But here's something I will. This is the garbage bowl. Here we go. Sponsored by Waste Management. Packers +3 at the Titans. Titans are they're 0-2, right? Oh, let me make sure. Right? Okay, that's what I thought. Desperate at home, need a win. Now again, if Jordan Love plays, do not play this game. If Jordan Love plays, do not play this game. Because I don't know. I don't think he'll play, but this line is assuming he will not play. But with that being said, excuse me. The over-under is 37.5, by the way. With that being said, we're betting Titans, boys. Look, Malik Willis, it worked for 1 week. It was nice in the spot, in a pinch. It works because, again, they don't know what they're going to do with Malik Willis. They've never seen Malik Willis in a LaFleur offense. Titans stop the run. Titans have a good defense. They're going to rely on it. Levis, don't do anything, stupid. Don't give a touchdown, a free touchdown to the Packers. With that being said, I think this will be a very low scoring game. So I'm going to play Titans and I'm going to play the under. Look, I don't think Malik Willis can throw a ball. They just ran the ball all over the Colts, and that's not a good defense. And now you're coming in Tennessee with a good defense. They've spent a lot of money on that defense, and look, I think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna be able to run the ball that much on Titans. So, give me the under. And again, if they can't run the ball and the Packers have a good defense too, that's under all day. So I'm playing Titans and the under. That might be my favorite play of the week. I saw this line immediately and I knew right away. But again, if Jordan Love plays, back out of this game. Do not play it. And that's the same for me. If Jordan Love plays, I will not play this game. So that might be unfair, and I don't care. The next game. This is gross. Panthers +6.5 at the Raiders. We're playing the Panthers, boys. We are playing the Panthers. And look, Bryce Young out. Andy Dalton in. Veteran QB. Raiders just came off the biggest win of their entire lifetimes. We just beat Lamar Jackson and the Raiders and the Ravens. Now we got to come home and play the Panthers. Like, Panthers suck. We just beat the Ravens. What are you talking about? They're horrible. This team's horrible. You can't even say their name without like almost laughing. And we're taking the Panthers. Look, 77% of the bets, 71% of the money on Vegas. I want you to look at this. And the game is just not on my sheet here. I had it on my sheet and it's just gone. So we're just going to have to, I don't know, figure it out here apparently. But look, I think I don't know how. Can we talk about the Ravens for a second? They're good, but they need to fix their pass defense, right? Minshew went up and down on the field all damn day long on this defense. And again, Carolina's defense is not any better. And honestly, the only way I can really explain this game is that Andy Dalton in a pinch, it might be like the Malik Willis experiment, where it might work for a week, it might work for 2 weeks. Up, down theory. Panthers, this offense cannot be any worse with Dalton. It literally cannot. It has to be better. So, I'm going to lay the Panthers. I might get blown up for that play. I'm not even going to lie. I might get sharded on. But, who knows? We'll see. Miami plus 4.5 at Seattle. Over under is 41.5. No. I just crossed it off. I crossed it off. Please do not play this game. Do not bet money. The the Seahawks offensive line is not good. I don't know why. They're not good. Skylar Thompson, backup quarterback. If I had to play, it would be Dolphins. But that's it. That's all I got for you. My Motor City Kitties, awful loss because we lost that game. -3 at the Arizona Cardinals. Oh, look at this yawn out. Oh my gosh. I've been holding that one in since 10 a.m. Oh my god, sometimes I have to go to work. All right. This is the most homer thing you could ever do here when you bet your home team every week. But I need y'all to hear something. Lions after a loss. 5-0 straight up. And this is like within the last I don't think it's 8-0. So, okay, since we haven't lost back-to-back games in 2 years. It was basically right before Halloween last year. We are 8-0 straight up, 8-0 against the spread after a loss. Goff after a loss in his entire career is 17-8 against the spread. I would bet the under here if I had to, because I saw a stat like the over unders of like over 50 hit at like a 25% rate or 30% rate. 30-11 to under the last 3 years when it's over 50. And again, Goff, after a loss, if you go look at his numbers, I don't have them right now. I'm sorry. I thought I screenshotted it, and I didn't. Goff, after a loss, plays like Joe Montana. Like this guy is just ridiculous off a loss. Just the way he plays. Again, you're indoors, even though you're on the road. You are indoors. Up, down, theory again. Cardinals just put 45 points on a bunch of backup players. So, of course, they're going to look good. Am I a little scared of Kyler? Yeah. Like, off platform, he's making plays. I told you Kyler's good. And again, I talked about 2 years ago. He was dark horse MVP candidate. And, now that he's not playing Call of Duty, and which it comes out in 2 weeks, which you might want to bet against him when that comes out. Also, the Cardinals are 31st against play action. That's all the Lions do. That's what we do. When we get back to your roots, we're going to be play action city. So, I'm going to take the Lions. And I'm going to look like an idiot if we lose. But, that being said, we are going to... I am very excited to watch this game. I really am. And it's Baltimore or Dallas. Baltimore -1.5. Over under 47.5. Let's look at the betting odds. 66% of the money. 61% of the bets for Baltimore. I'm going to stay away. I talk myself in and out of every side. Cowboys haven't been good against the run. Their defense has been kind of trash. Their offensive line, again, you lose Tyron Smith. You lose somebody else, I forget. Their offensive line has not been that good. Baltimore's offensive line has also not been that good. They are giving up the most passing yards in football right now. They have given up the most passing yards in football. And again, 0-2 Baltimore. Don't make your entire bet be like, oh, they can't go 0-3. That's dumb. Okay, that's dumb. They're 0-2. They're desperate. Dallas is desperate. They just lost at home. You can't lose again at home. You just can't do that. Not in Jerry World. And look, I had a lot on this originally, but I'm just gonna stay away. Honestly, it could come down to a toe again for really for all I could see it being. But I do want to look at something I do want to interest you in is a over Dak Prescott yards. I think that's a pretty safe. Over 262 passing yards. I'm going to take that. We're going to take the over, guys. Where's my pen? Here it is. Come on, pen, work. Okay. So, over 262.5 yards for Mr. Prescott here. All right, awesome. With that being said, we are moving on to... Come on, where's it at? Here we go. 49ers at Rams. Don't play this game. Everybody's hurt. Kittle's hurt. Debo's hurt. Is Nick Bosa playing? I don't know. It's Ayuk. It's like the Smith of. It's like the meme of Will Smith, where it's just Will Smith in that empty room. That's each team. That's Stafford on the Rams, and that's Purdy and Ayuk. Either Ufunga might play though. I will say, don't bet this. Please do not bet this game. I will be mad if you do. Hold on, let me get my water bottle. It's on my bed. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm dying of thirst right now. Here we go. Oh, lubrication in my throat. Oh my god. But let's move on. The Sunday Night Football. This is actually a really good Sunday Night Football game. Chiefs at Falcons. Chiefs -3. Over under is 46.5. Another primetime Kirk spot, guys. Another primetime Kirk spot, and I was wrong last week. But you know what? Primetime Kirk. Apparently, he's won like the last 5 out of 6 for his primetime game. So maybe that's a past thing. I don't know. But everybody's on the Chiefs. Universe is on Chiefs. I heard a number when the Chiefs, like when Mahomes is a favorite of 3 or less, he is really damn good against a number. He is really damn good against a number. But look, I think this is an underplay. Under 46.5. Let's think about this, right? Dirty secret, Mahomes has not been good this year. I think he's outside top 15 in like not passer rating, but like QBR. I believe he's outside top 15. Look, you lose Pacheco. Hollywood Brown's out for the year. I think you get 2 very good defenses. You have the Falcons defense, who've been kind of shutting people down. Again, they should have lost last week, I know. A Chiefs defense, again, top 10 unit. I think this is going to be an under. Primetime under. And again, Kirk Cousins unders 8 in a row. Let's shoot for 9. And again, like, think about this, right? Oh, wait. Let me see if I can find the bet differential on this under here. I just had it here. But again, I think this is another one of those games where it's like, oh, like Ron and John at the sports book. Oh, the Chiefs and Falcons. Have you seen how many good players are on those teams? Like, that's going to be a 34-31 game. Like, I mean, which it definitely could be, but that being said, oh, and it's not on here. Awesome. Good thing these websites don't work, and they just don't have all the games, only some of them. So cool. All right. But they have week 4. Oh, yeah, I just have to click Sunday Night Football because I'm an idiot. Okay. It's pretty even money. But with that being said, hey, look. You're gonna have to buckle up here. We're gonna play the under, 46.5. I feel like I'm doing it. I feel like this is gonna be my best card all year. I feel like I for some reason I just feel like I have it this week. With that being said, again, no running game. You already know Falcons are gonna pound the ball with Bijan 30 million times. This is an under right here, prime time unders. And we got 2 more. Jacksonville at Buffalo. Plus 4.5 for Jacksonville. Over under 45.5. At 76% of the bets make 80% of the money. Buffalo. If I had to play it, I would play Jags. I'm going to stay away though. Look, this could be up down theory. Desperate. Jags are desperate. They need it. But how am I supposed to trust this team? No Evan Ingram, and Trevor kind of looks like butt. I mean, that's just kind of the whole. That's the whole cap right there. I can't trust Trevor, so I'm gonna have to take the Bills. I don't think the Bills are that good, but apparently they are. So I'm missing something here. But this next game I will play. This last game here, Commanders plus 7.5 at the Bengals. We're playing the Bengals. I don't like laying more than touchdowns. I don't like the 7.5. I just realized the public is on the Bengals, but I don't care. I'm going to close that out. I can't see it, so it doesn't exist. Here's the cap. You ready? Here's the cap for you. Desperate home dog. You're 0-2. You have to win this game. T. Higgins is back. Jamar Chase. You want to double team Chase? Cool, fine. I have a bigger Chase. I have a baby Megatron, and T. Higgins is going to go up and catch everything. Commanders defense sucks. That's the whole cap right there. Boom. Put it in the Bible. The Commanders' defense is bad. They're horrible. The only person I know in that entire secondary is Mike Sanders still, and he's a rookie. Safety. I think this is a get-right spot. They got the Panthers next week, so they're definitely about to be 2-2. You know what's crazy? I'm looking at it right now. You want the spread for that game is also 7.5. Isn't that crazy? That is wild. Also, a little look ahead. If we want to look ahead, right? The Saints are plus 1.5 at the Falcons at Atlanta. So, and everyone is betting on the Saints. So if I were you, if you think Atlanta's beating the Chiefs, I would take Atlanta. I'd take Atlanta right now. Again, early, 88% of the money. It makes 88% of the bets make up 82% of the money on New Orleans. No one wants the Saints. No one wants the Falcons, and I don't care. I would do that for the future. I would look into that. Nothing crazy, nothing, whatever. But hey, with that being said, also interesting. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Eagles minus 2.5 at Bucks. So that's really weird. Okay, but the card. Here we go. Oh, also I have Higgins anytime touchdown. What is that here? Let me look. Touchdown scorer props plus 170. Really? That's pretty high. All right. And I needed one more prop. Oh, shoot. I need one more prop. Let me look here. Let's do a little research. Let us do some research. I like Gibbs over. I forget what it is, but look, hey, if we're going to get back to the ground and pound game, I do like the Gibbs over. Let's look here. Let's passing props. So we have passing props. We also have rushing props. Gibbs over 50.5 rushing yards. Yep, put it down. All right. So the props is Gibbs over 50.5 rushing yards. Wait, what can we do rushing and receiving? Oh, it's 75.5. Okay, we'll just skip the rushing. Gibbs over under 50.5 rushing yards. Higgins anytime touchdown, and then Dak Prescott over 265.5 rushing passing yards. God, rushing yards. And then the card. Let's just go down the line. Let's come back here. It is Bears Colts under 43.5. Texans Vikings plus 1.5 at home. And I'm also taking the under at 45.5. Eagles game we're not playing because that's stupid. Steelers under. Oh my gosh, Steelers under 35.5, and we're taking Steelers minus 1.5. We are going with the Titans minus 2.5, and we are going under 37.5. Let me make sure that line is updated, or was it 3? Let me make sure here. Let me make sure. It is now 3. Damn, which sucks. I'm probably gonna push on that one now. Let's be real. Okay, so Packers minus 3 plus 3. So I'm still gonna take Titans minus 3 under 37.5. Okay, that is correct. Okay, we're not playing that one. Lions minus 3. We are taking Panthers plus 6.5. We are sitting out that game. We're sitting out that game. Falcons under 46.5. Let me make sure that is updated as well. 46.5. Yes, it is. And then we are taking the Bengals minus 7.5 as they are going to actually bomb the Commanders. So look, hey, I think this is gonna be a good card here. I think we got nice plays. I think we got a couple like, oh, you're betting that, but hey, you have to bet garbage sometimes, right? That's what we do. So that being said, hey, everyone take care. I think we're gonna be a lot better on these bets. Look, first 2 weeks have been extremely goofy. So everyone just sit tight. We're gonna make it back. Don't worry, we got this. All right. That being said, hey, everyone have a good day. Follow the Beating Bookies podcast at Gmail. Subscribe, notifications, blah, 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 all that stuff. Follow the socials. All right. Have a good one.